DVD that Marla sent me with Ruby doing the blocks of the quilt that somebody in Illinois had made for them.
Yeah.
And Sissy sitting there, bless her heart. She would look, and that little smile, and reach in her pocket. Nothing in there. Pull her hand back out. Turn and look, just smile. She was the best person I have ever known. Better than anybody.
Sissy?
Yeah. Get your own damn toffee if you want it. Oh, that Alzheimer's terrible. Made her say and do things that she would never have done.
How old was she when she got Alzheimer's?
Well, she was 91 when she died, so she'd had it for several years. But she... I remember a strawberry shortcake. They had strawberry patch out back. Well, that was another thing that we did when I was little. We made baskets.
I remember you telling me about that when I was a little kid.
We took construction paper or an old wallpaper book
Mm-hmm.
and made baskets, and then you could put candy and flowers, and there was a grape arbor out in our backyard, out by the sale barn, and it had violets and lily of the valley. And you were supposed to take them and hang them on the doorknob, ring the bell, and then run, because if they caught you, they could kiss you.
Did you ever get caught? Caught and kissed?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Well, how was school when you went to school? How were the classes grouped together? And grades and stuff?
The kindergarten class actually was in the high school building. Kindergarten, first, second, third, fourth. And then they built a school across from the house that Grandma and Grandpa finally moved into, which belonged to Mr. Sorensen. And he deeded that house to them. And the house that he lived in to me. And the lawyer said he wished he could tear that up. I was only, what, 10, 11 years old when we moved there. I don't remember what year they built that new school. But it was really kind of neat living across the street from school.
Yeah.
4th grade, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th in that grade school. And then back over to the high school for the freshman, sophomore, and senior years. And of course I got married when I was halfway through junior year.
Did you finish high school?
In Holdenville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep, I did.
Were you in Lamoni? When did they start building Graceland University?
Oh gosh, it was already there.
Oh.
Yeah, Ruby went to Graceland.
Oh, okay.
And she got her teacher's certificate and taught at one of the little, I don't remember the names of all the little towns out around, but I remember she was not happy. The little country schools had all of the grades in one room, you know, and you taught the whole school. It wasn't just a grade.
Oh, man.
Well, there wasn't very many kids at all, you know.
Yeah.
And I remember one time Dad said, let's go get Ruby. It was the weekend. And bless her heart, she had started walking home. And I had no idea how far it was.
Oh, my goodness.
She was so homesick and
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a story about Sissy marrying George, and they moved to Keokuk, some little town down in Missouri, I think. And they hadn't been there long. George came home from work and Sissy had moved all the furniture. Next day, George came home, Sissy had moved all the furniture. The next day he came home, she had moved all the furniture. And he said, what's wrong with you? And she said, I'm homesick.
Oh.
Oh. So he got a job at the light company in Lamoni, and they moved to Lamoni. And Roger, when he was born, would sit on the couch and do this until he knocked himself to sleep.
Really?
Weird kid.
So you didn't learn that the bridges of Madison County were in Lamoni till we went together in...
I know.
When did we
I
go,
didn't know
2007 or 2008?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think it's 2008. You kept telling everybody, I just learned, or we just learned the bridges were here, and I said, I knew they were here. Grandma lived here and she didn't know.
What do you ever hear from Ashley?
She's
The
doing...
boys are growing, I guess.
Yeah. She's doing really well.
She was so laid back with them, I couldn't believe it. I would have been jumping up every time they whimpered, but
She's a natural mom.
I guess so.
Easy going. Well, you remember that house that I showed you that Ashley and Jason used to live in? Didn't you say you lived in that house? Do you remember? It was a big house that they divided up into like...
Oh, yeah. They did? They lived in that house?
Yeah.
Down on the corner where you turn to go to Decatur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, you lived in that? Was it a...
Well, Grandpa had it divided up into apartments upstairs, I think. Rosie and Dom lived with us there. They had lived with us out at the big house and out by the sale barn when Patty was born.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen was born when we lived in that house, that one on the corner. She had a lump on her neck that they had to...
Cakey?
Mm-hmm. They had to, what do you call it?
Biopsy?
Yeah, well, or actually remove it, I guess. I don't know.
It was like maybe a benign mass.
Yeah, and they may have drained it or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I remember that. And my best friend that I played with out there lived across the street in that little house where Rollo lived later.
Mm-hmm.
And her mother, it was Janet Gibson, her mother evidently had cancer. And they had her at home. And there was a cistern right outside their back door. And she drowned herself.
Oh my goodness.
my dad went over and got Janet and brought her over to stay with me until they got her out. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Well, I guess the pain was just more than she could bear. And you know, back then,
Yeah.
they just really didn't have anything to do. They couldn't do anything.
Do you know what kind of cancer it was?
I have no idea.
Hmm.
No idea. But I have really had it pretty easy. The breast cancer was a piece of cake. Now this hasn't been much fun.
Well, you got pretty sick with the breast
Yeah.
cancer.
Well, yeah, but it wasn't something that I felt like was just going to kill me. you
Yeah. The gasping for air
know? Yeah.
just make you.
Yeah, make you feel like, I'm not going to be able to breathe. I can't live.
Yeah.
But
So,
anyway, have you noticed I've been talking quite a bit and I'm not coughing like I was yesterday.
yes,
It's getting better.
that's good. But some words of wisdom you can say right now at this, opportune moment is we can talk about smoking.
Well, I've tried and it doesn't do any good. Your mom and Sarah and Zach are not going to quit, neither is Des. And Des being pregnant, she really needs to quit.
Well, and I want Tommy to quit smoking. So tell everybody on this video, listen to Grandma and stop smoking.
Okay, I'll do that when we get going again.
Well, we're still recording.